The store is semi-clean right now. Semi. We ignore that this was just randomly there. Anyway, this video, I have been... Oh, I don't know how to explain it. I think... I don't know. I've been so tired and so just... I could get a million hours sleep and I would wake up tired. But anyway, that's my excuse for not doing YouTube videos. But some stuff has happened in the store. Some stuff that I'm not too happy about because... So here's the thing. I built Tidepool with my friend Josh, who he's not part of Tidepool anymore, but he was a big part of starting it up. Our goal, because the city that we live in has kind of there was a lot of disease going around and fish weren't as healthy as they could be, and that's just simply because the town is kind of separate from the hobby in a way. It only kind of just made its way up here properly. So we developed Tidepool because I was going to sell and do fish that are as healthy as can be. Like I wanted them to be disease free and eating before you got them and stuff, because I have gone through tank crashes where a disease has completely wiped out my tank. My main display, I've only got 3 fish from probably an original 30 or so that are from my first tank that I ever had. And it sucks because I cared for those fish. I name all my fish. I don't treat them as... They're a pet. They're like a pet dog or a pet bird, which is currently right next to the camera, and I'm afraid that she's going to send it into a fish tank. This rack system, which you've seen before in a few other videos, is meant to be my after QT system, which that's the QT system. Slightly dirty, I'm doing a water change to it. I finally got more copper power in. Copper is the hardest thing to get in Australia. Copper medications, like the proper stuff. We can get this one, which recommend the brand Reef Revolution. It's up there. Focus. 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 Reef Revolution, that's the brand. They're a great brand, and they sell this copper because this is the only copper that's like legally allowed to be sold in Australia or something. It's an ionic copper, which unfortunately I've learnt is hella toxic and hella hard to get it in the exact right range. It's stupid. I hate it. But that's nothing to blame the company. Honestly, it's a really good stuff. It's super cheap for as much as you get. This is like 30 bucks or something. This here, I have to get from overseas because there's no other way to get it. But it's 60 times less toxic and doesn't kill all my fish. And I can actually keep it in a range where I can measure with my copper tester. And I'm willing to spend that extra money because I want my fish to be healthy. But it took so long to get this. So, what ended up happening? My suppliers are full QT. They usually QT their fish. I don't know the exact system of QT, but I was struggling with QT for a bit because the tank that I had set up here just wasn't working. It wasn't good. It just didn't work out. And when you're working in a situation where I am, like I don't have a storefront yet, I hope to soon, it was just a pain. The way I set it up was wrong. So now I'm getting whole new setups for the QT, and I've only got a small tank for QT, but I ran out of the copper, so it was not super good. It was still at therapeutic levels, but it was just, yeah. Bunch of fish went into this setup. I thought that it was completely clean of disease. I have had diseases go through this, and I've had to reset it before, but never with such a large order of fully QT'd fish that I thought would be disease-free. No judgment to my supplier, they do a really good job. The fish were really healthy. Diseases unfortunately slipped through, and it could have been from anything. It might not even been from them. They went into these tanks, and over the next week, people bought their fish that they were meant that they had ordered from me or something like that, and it was all good. Those fish, because they left so quickly, they're all healthy. As far as I know, some people have still got healthy fish. I also had a pump break, which electrocuted some stuff, so that was great. But yeah, so a disease came through, healthy, seemingly healthy fish started just dying, and I hate it because I feel so bad. You know, I took them from the wild to basically die. And that's not right to me. That's not how this hobby is run, in my opinion. So I took what fish survived, threw them in there. They eventually got better. And I sterilized this whole thing. Some like threw water, fresh water through it, bit of wiping down. Filled it back up with salt water, and now it's still fish free for a bit. I bought all new media. There's a bucket of media here. Yeah, there's a bucket of media there that I reset it all because I didn't want to have the chance of any disease getting back. So now I have a new system for QT. And I just think it's really important. Yeah. I hated like those fish that I sold to those people. Were they truly disease free? I don't know. And I hate the idea that I could have sold them something. Thankfully nothing did happen. But my whole thing is quality. I don't like to sell bad fish. Yeah. Oh, and then my phytoplankton, man, I lost so many cultures. So I've started a new thing. Like, even if I bleach them, sterilize them completely, I would just lose the cultures. So I actually went to a big 60-liter tank now, and that seems to be working really well, and I should be getting lots more phyto to keep up with my demand of phyto. I'm just trying to think of what else that happened since the last video. We got a coral order. That did well. Coral's doing good. I'm happy about that. I do have some fish coming, actually. I have hopefully got to get the tanks set up, but the QT tank is big enough to do the fish order that I've gotten, which is good. Yeah, it's good to be back to hopefully disease-free fish. But a lot of them are copper bands. I have a copper band addiction. I never sell a copper band that's not eating though, and not disease free. So, you know, and so far, except for this last order that died because of the disease or the electrocution or whatever, I have never had one not eat, not be sold, and that was out of about 6 so far. So, I mean, that's not a large number, but it's 100% except for those ones that lost due to the thing. Anyway, yeah, that's what I just wanted to say. Like, the thing I got you on is, like, I'm a tall bastard, so if I really want to be in the correct position, I have to be back here. I guess it's not too bad, but I feel much more close and personal with you guys here. I'm an idiot. I have energy again. Yeah, I'm enjoying reefing at the moment. That's what it is. I enjoy all the coral I have. I've been fragging like crazy. My thing for this video is just watch diseased fish, you know? Like, diseases are going to make or break you in this hobby, I reckon. Try and find a local fish store that does a decent job of keeping their fish healthy. Or QT yourself. I know that's very difficult for some people. If you're in Australia, QTing for yourself is going to be very difficult, which is why I've taken the extra step to try and do it myself. The only other QT methods, and that only works for ick and velvet in Australia, is the tank transfer method, which, amazing, perfect, doesn't use a poison like copper, but it takes so much time and space, and not everyone's going to be able to do it. I'm happy to have this again. Yeah, so if you have to get your QT'd fish from somewhere, get it from a store that you trust to QT. I do my best here, but you know, we all run into issues. Hopefully not anymore. Anyway, happy reefing.